feel scared about it. To me, I don't want to hear about climate change to be happening in Kiribati.
There was no high water as this when I was a child.
I think the very nature of what's happening dictates that most of our people have to leave. If we plan, beginning from now, we can move our people gradually over time with proper training as dignified human beings living in the new community. We'd love to be able to build up all of the islands by 5-10 meters. It's a repetitive work. We keep having to do it over and over again. I've built this seawall maybe 3 times. It's gone down how many times, and I've rebuilt it. All we can do is delay the process.
And by living here, right at the sea, I mean, now it's low tide.
It's low tide.
But by living here, you can see that something is happening.
Well, it's already been happening. I think you can see the seawalls being built around. Everybody's building seawalls. And they do it at their own expense, their own cost. Because if they don't, the land will go. And they will lose buildings, they will lose land here, as you can see, it's very small. Really, we have no protection against the elements as they stand, as it is. But with any substantial significant change in the sea level rise and the weather pattern, that's going to have much more serious implications for us. So every day, we fight for our survival.
Some experts, they say that when the North Pole and the South Pole icebergs melt because of the global warming, then the sea will rise.
But what do you believe?
What do I believe is what I see. I believe what I see right now. I see that the sea level is rising. So maybe next time it will rise a little bit higher and higher until the land vanishes. What am I going to do right now? Just wait for the government or somebody else to help us? We just need help. Just, if there is somebody to help us, that's what we really appreciate in the future time.
Og så er det måske oplagt at tænke, hvorfor flytter folk ikke bare længere ind i landet, væk fra vandet? Men på en ø som denne, der kun er nogle få 100 meter bred, og mange steder er smal som her, ja, der ender man bare på den anden kyst, hvis man flytter.
We're always getting requests as a government for assistance to build seawalls to protect people's property. We cannot do that. We don't have the resources to do it. So we focus mainly on the public infrastructure, but not private property. In most islands, they use the well for drinking water, and so it becomes very serious.
This is Paritaya, my loving daughter. This is the photo of her in Australia, in Brisbane.
She's one of the luckiest person, you know, because there's quite a lot of people who want to go to Australia to take up studies in Australia, but the chances are very limited, you know. And I think Paritaya she's quite lucky, in fact.
Train our people so they can be very skilled. There'll be high demand for them to work and to fill in the gaps. And so they would migrate under existing migration policies. It's not painful for anybody.
And you would like your people to start migrating now?
It's not what I like. What I would like is to provide them with that option. They take that choice. But I must provide the opportunity, I must get them prepared to have that choice. What is happening with our young people being trained as nurses in Australia? That's actually part of the process. Whether it's deliberate or not, that's exactly the scheme that I am talking about. And it is possible, it's mutually beneficial, and it can be done.
If it's going to disappear, then, I mean, where else? What else can we do about it? Yeah, we just have to find somewhere else to live.
I think our family are really struggling hard to get, you know, how can they manage to survive in an island that is sinking?
I'm glad that we could have a chance to get here because who knows, maybe someday our little island.
Yeah, we definitely disappeared.
That's too sad.
Now when you go back, all of those places that I used to play and, you know, they're all getting less and less land. And so people, where would they go? They just move it, what, another metre or two because there's nowhere to go. Absolutely nowhere to go.
So you're sure that something is happening?
I'm positive. Absolutely.
There's no doubt in your mind?
There's no doubt. I mean, I think you notice more when you've left the country.
Honestly, I feel very sad and, yeah, pretty scared about it. I'm thinking about my country to be underwater next in the future, but it's better here than Kiribati, so that's why I just prefer to stay here with the baby or my family if the government allowed them to come.
That's what we already discussed about it. We have to make up our mind. Either we go or we stay.
And what do you think you will do?
Maybe we wait for what things to be happen next. But that's good. When we want to go, we leave here and we go to her.
But I think now the president is encouraging people to migrate, and not just slowly, you know, so everything will be successful when they finally moved. But I think, you know, the president doesn't want everyone just mass evacuation, but slowly over the years. If you think about it, excuse me if I cry, I mean, if you think about it, there's always that, you know, if you talk about going for a holiday and to see those families again, because I've got lots of families back there. And if you think about it, that it's not going to be there anymore, you know, it's kind of make you sad because that's where you came from, that's where you were born. I mean, you can't erase that from your genes. That's where you came from.
It's not an easy communication to the rest of the world. I wish that I could communicate how I feel so they would feel the same. What's caused climate change has been greed. We've got to get away. There's got to be a new world order. There has to be a new world order, which is more caring, more human, and which is has a longer perspective, a longer vision. If the projections being put forward are realistic, then it's actually going to be sooner than we thought.
2050 is realistic?
I think realistic. Originally, my planning in my own mind was within the 50-year period. I think it's going to be shorter than that, maybe within the 30-year period.
From now?
From now.
We pray for help from courts to stop the sea rise and or to give us help from other countries.
You have to plan the closure of your country. How do you feel about that?
You know, it's something that it's deeply emotional. I think you understand that. And I cannot imagine what it would be like because I won't be leaving, I'll be here, okay? By the time the water comes, I'll be here. No, will I ever leave it. But I think the idea of relocating is going to be something that the new generations have to face. And I really cannot answer that question. It's deeply emotional. But at the same time, we've got to be harshly realistic. Harshly realistic. Because to be just emotional without common sense is not good leadership.
I'm in love.